Lord of the Rings review with Potato, and I don't know if we're gonna do Rings of Power. I'll leave that up to Potato to tell us what's going to happen over the next few shows. Actually, next Friday, Night the producer, aka I forgot what she wants to be called, Morning Dove. No, no, Nightingale, I think is what we're going to call her, whether she likes it or not. We're going to start a crime um, series with Potato, and it's going to be really good. So join us. His schedule is out. So if you go to his channel, which will pop up in the stream elements here in a few minutes, you can see the schedule for upcoming shows. We also do pub trivia night on Tuesday nights at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. We have a really fun time. We played um, Cards Against Humanity this last Tuesday. I love that game. I'm so glad my sister showed me that game. And then Potato has a way to play it online. So it's always a good time. Don't miss out on Dadman Walking 55's Divas stream on Tuesday nights at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. He plays Fortnite with Lady V, Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, and Bucky's Crying. So as they play Fortnite, really funny discussions, and it's kind of funny to watch them play sometimes. Fortnite, they're really good at it. I'm not good at it, so go check it out. I try to be in the chat if I'm not side gigging. So, all right. Well, there's a few announcements. Let's do some good news. What do you say? So I got to meet. She started out as one of my fans. She just really loved the show, and she's actually turned out to be one of my very best friends. I'm so glad I met her. Ranger Amp 77. And yesterday, well, not yesterday, day before, we got to hang out and spend time together. And I'll just show you some photos. But we went to Bucky's yesterday. I've never been to Bucky's. It's a convenience shopping store. Whoops, wrong. And they're all across the country. Really neat. They have a lot of interesting stuff. But here we are at the Bucky statue, being ornery as we are. But yeah, it was so great to meet her family and her. And I'm planning a trip to where they live. And I want to go to their convention up there. I just saw Gorilla's Random Thoughts come in. Hey, Gorilla. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Kapla to you too. I'm sorry I'm having mic issues yet again. I got to get this figured out. It's driving me nuts. But yeah, we had a good time yesterday. Oh, and I just shut it down. I wanted to show some of the product. You know, I always find it, I try to find interesting foods and stuff when I travel. And I didn't get a picture of the elephant ears when I was in Michigan. But let me show you some of the stuff. So Dadman was telling me about these, and I think it's hilarious what they're called. Let me show you. Beaver nuggets. They're really good. They have a really nice crunchy outside of like a sugar, you know, honey type coating. And then on the inside, they're made of cornmeal. So they kind of remind me of corn pops from Kellogg's. But they're so good, and they have so many different flavors like white cheddar, barbecue, white cheddar habanero, cinnamon, sea salt. They had a sea salt one. I should have picked that one up. But they have a savory and a sweet. They also have jerky, fudge. Let me show you the fudge. Yeah, here's the fudge. You can buy it in this box for like $15. I mean, that's sweet price. Look at, I mean, you get 1, 2, 3, 6, you get 12 different kinds of fudge for 15 bucks. I mean, wow. So really bad, but now I know where to go get fudge at. That's close. And then they have sea salt caramels. Here's Millie. She was guarding the fudge last night. She's so cute. Um, and then they have these things called, there's the sea salt caramels. They were really good, called Overbite. And I haven't tried this yet. I think it's like their version of like the Reese's peanut butter cup. Um, but I'm gonna try that later with Vic. Couple more pictures. I'm so glad they came. They come visit, and good time. And then of course, Night the producer had to be ornery as she is. Co-host Vic didn't want his picture taken, and that's okay, you know. So let me see, what else did we get? Oh gosh, you guys, I am so sad by this. Just, he was one of my favorite comedians. I loved him on The Big Bang Theory. Bob Newhart passed away yesterday. He was 94. So keep his family in your thoughts. Yeah. We're just losing our legends way too fast. Way too fast. So, but yeah, like I said, check out my review of Agatha All Along, Twisters, and so on. So check that out. By the way, I agree with my friend talking the Orville JP. It is time to announce the Orville. Stop stalling already. So, goodness. Okay, so Gorilla says, well, this weekend is going to be oh, wow. You know, I haven't done stuff like that. I'm going to say it's been 4 years, 5 years. I used to do arts and crafts. I teach Bible training stuff. It's called Awanas. We used to teach that when we went to church. Oh no. So you can't even vape, right? Around the kids, which is good for their lungs, you know? So you'll be fine. You'll make it. I promise. So, all right, let's do some good news, shall we? Today's quote from goodnewsnetwork.org says, what we choose to emphasize in our human history will determine our lives. Howard Zinn. Very fitting for the past week, I think. Very fitting. So I like that one. So there is a sanctuary in Texas that was in trouble. And they were just, you know, bringing in cats the best they could, taking care of them. And a TikTok user found a tabby, this tabby right here. And that's when they rescued the cat, and then they found out that the cat shelter was in need of donations. So broken by is a reminder of social media's stunning potential to do good if it can just manage to capture enough people's fleeting attention. You know, I have that issue too when I'm trying to capture people's attention. I try to be positive, and sometimes that goes against the norm, but that's just who I am. So Spencer was fighting back a terrible overgrown yard when he found a little tabby cat with puncture marks from a dog or a cat. And he called rescue centers to see if anyone would help the cat, but instead kept it and got it fixed. And Edgar and Ivy's cat sanctuary was the only one who reached out. And even though they were in financial distress, they still helped. And so Spencer turned around and made that a positive to help raise $190,000 to pull the cat rescue out of debt. That's amazing. $190,000 on a GoFundMe. Wonderful. This is the news I love. This is the stuff I love. So here's the, it's called Edgar and Ivy's Front Door. But there's the crew. Kind of reminds me of Perry's Place in LA, you know. But, you know. So they've rescued 700 cats so far with the donations. So let's keep the donations flowing to our animal rescues because they really need it. They really do. This one's interesting. Of course, I always like to find the bizarre news too. I also like funny laws that are on the books. A record hatch for near extinct Siamese crocodiles signals a croc comeback. So they found a nest full of 60 eggs, and they believe that they are the Siamese crocodile. They thought it was extinct, but they found it again in 2000, and they believe that only 400 of the crocodile exist, you know, are alive in Cambodia. So another breed that is coming back from extinction. So, oh my goodness. You know, they're cute until they grow up. The mothers are a very attentive beast. Oh, I bet. I bet she was watching that nest like a hawk. So, interesting story. Well, good. What are you doing, Mills? And then this last one. So, a woman's dog was acting funny and trying to, you know, point out something to her owner. And Samantha Griffin would have died if her dog hadn't been attentive to the carbon monoxide problem in her home. So the dog just kept, you know, 6-month-old husky, just Luna, kept, you know. And Griffin said, well, I had a migraine and I went to my room and I was resting as I normally do, and she wouldn't let her go to sleep. And so the dog kept waking her up, pulled her outside. She probably would have fallen asleep because the CO levels were so high in her home and the detector didn't go off that she would have passed away. So good job, Luna. You are a good and faithful companion. Good job saving your owner. That's wonderful news. All right. So besides Gorilla, spending the weekend with 16 kids, anybody else have anything going on this weekend? Hey, James Caserta, where have you been, my friend? My sister feeds everything within a 500. Yeah, and I bless her heart, you know. It takes a real heart to do that. But it um like a lady that lives near me, when she feeds them, she gets them, she like traps them and gets them spayed and neutered. Like that's her thing. And when we lost our bear, um, she tried to help us find him. Unfortunately, we never found Bear last year, so, or, you know, I hope he's okay, but it's kind of strange to me that Slinky acts just like him. So, I have a theory about animals. But anywho, um, but yeah, I know big hearts, you know, help out. So, still kind of stunned that Bob Newhart's gone. You know, we've lost so many legends over the past week. It's crazy. Shelley Duvall. I was just I'm gonna do a review of Time Bandits for Apple Plus. She was in the original Time Bandits. Richard Simmons. We lost Richard Simmons. Um, and he had just celebrated a birthday, and the very next day. That actually happened to my father-in-law. He actually passed away on his birthday. It was fascinating. Bob Newhart now. Um, Just, there was another lady, gosh, I'll have to go look up her name, that passed away also. Um, I think she was a theater actress, but life is just too short, my friends. It's just too short. So, what do you all have going on? Like I said, I'll be side gigging all weekend. Story of my life. Hey, I've lost 190 pounds. I've got the energy. I'm gonna go out there and support my family, um, as best I can. You know, I work full time during the day, and then I side gig. I kind of like it. I like the thrill of the hunt for products. I think it's funny. Um, like if I don't see it on the shelf, I go digging, especially in Aldi's. Um, I like to shop Aldi's, but I'm just a weirdo. So I need to be, I have some ideas in my head for stories that I need to get out and get copyrighted, so that I don't lose them and they're mine. Um, I have an idea off of my own personal experience, um, of being imposter catfished. And I have a couple other stories that I'd like to explore for the Orville. I need to get all that copyrighted. Boy, hey James, have you noticed that copyright fees have gone up big time? I couldn't believe it for just one book for the first copyright. Wow. Yeah, for the Orville. Yeah, I always get these interesting ideas. Like I have one for pirates, space pirates, and I have one for um the environmental simulator tech. Um but yeah, I want to write like the episodes for the Retepsians, and I'd like to write the episode for Yaphet's uh species planet, um all kinds of good stuff. Everybody is writing about saving Anaya, so I don't know if I might put something in one of my stories for that. But just fascinating stuff. Yeah, I mean, if I could write, to me, Star Trek, I'm more attuned to write for Lower Decks, which is not going on anymore after the season, than regular Star Trek. I don't think they'd really like my, you know. See, I'm afraid to do that though. Crocker 98, I don't appreciate the spam on my Twitch. So, see, I'm afraid to put any of my pitches out there because I don't want them stolen. And that happens a lot. So, I kind of keep it, I've shared it with close friends, that I can trust, and they've shared stuff with me. So, I just think everybody needs to protect themselves from it. You know, don't steal others' work. That's not fair. Give them the credit they deserve because they worked really hard on it to come up with those ideas. So, oh my, where is my chat? Over there. I need to put this back on my computer because it's I gotta remove a, oh wait, cancel. All right, there we go. Yeah, I love these people that go over to Twitch and spam you out the wazoo. So please go out and follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to build that channel, and I'm trying to build my, I know, right? There should be. I'm trying to build my sorry, my TikTok. You got to have 1,000 users now to have that one up and running. So I know we'll get there. We'll get there. So I'm not worried about it. I'm just happy that we're grown to where we are right now, and we'll keep growing. Oh, by the way, I just found out yesterday from my friends at BoosterFi. Heavy Metal Punk. Hello, how are you today? Oh no, no worries. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. I found out yesterday, oh, wrong phone, that I am going to be an ambassador for BoosterFi. And just a little shout out to BoosterFi. They have helped me grow. It's a great program. I recommend it for anyone. Um, let's see. I don't have the banner yet. I will have that soon. But I'm an affiliate, not an ambassador. I'm an ambassador for StreamYard, I think. Um, no, Vic's not awake. Um, I don't know what they were. I went to bed at 2 o'clock this morning. I just couldn't sleep. Um, so hey, you can always be late to the party here. No worries. Um, he's doing okay. He just didn't want to have his picture taken yesterday. He was being kind of antisocial, but he wanted to go to Bucky's because he wanted to look at all the food. That's Vic. So, um, but yeah, everybody, come join me daily. I mean, what day am I not streaming? Um, by the way, speaking of that, let's go into promotion, shall we? Because I got to go back to work. The park streamers met their goal and more. Congrats, guys. So proud of you. They're giving the check over on Sunday. They had a $10,000 goal and they're at $11,741. So thank you all so much for donating to their cause, which is the Children's Hospital of Orange County, California, in conjunction with Disneyland. It's a great cause, and I hope they get to keep going because, all the children's hospitals in America or wherever should uh, be supported like that. I met these guys at Tremendicon. They're 417 game sidekicks. They help disabled individuals in my area attend conventions and gaming nights. And then if they have role-playing game ideas, they help them get them on paper or however they want them set up. So would you please drop them a donation? I would greatly appreciate it. 417gamesidekicks.org. I've got a couple people that are going to get back to me. But we're really wrapping up this series and moving into It's Your Turn to Scream with Sci-Fi Mombie horror series. I'm starting that early this year because we ran out of time last year by when Halloween showed up. So ExtremeCon 2024 is September 28th and 29th in the St. Robert, Waynesville, Fort Leonard Wood Metroplex area in central Missouri. If you go to the website extremecon.com, you can purchase your weekend passes for $20, and children under the age of 12 get in free with an adult ticket purchase. That's fantastic. I wish my kids were 12 and under, but it doesn't work that way. So as far as I know, Night the producer doesn't have anything going on with the Kilties, so I believe I'll be there. I'm going to try to be there both days, but we'll see. I know that they told me they have a streaming table, so we might do an impromptu live stream. So check us out. Your life is horrible. Nah, don't say that, James. Nah, you're okay. Don't worry. Don't do that. Okay. Planet Anime Kansas City is October 18th through the 20th at the Kansas City Convention Center. If you go to planetanimekc.com, you can purchase your weekend passes. We've been mulling this one over because it's my sister Big Red's birthday weekend. If we're going to go or not. If I go to any of the days, which I'm not really into anime, but I'm willing to give it a try, it would be the 19th. So get your tickets. Their website also gives you info on hotels and parking and all that good stuff. So, Planet Comic Con and Planet Anime, they really are on the ball with all their info. I really like their websites. Well, you are with me, April the Sci-Fi Mombie, and we are in the Galactic Cafe. We do that Monday to Friday, noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. Bring your snacks, bring your coffee. If you're somewhere else around the globe, bring your drinks because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Um, Come chit chat with me. So we have a good time. We just talk, chat. I wish I could. I know, wouldn't that be fun? I wish I could travel the country to all the different, like the celebrities. I would love to do that. It looks like so much fun, and meet your fans. That would be the coolest thing. Monday nights is our normal weekly show at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. As I was just saying to James, we are in the It's Your Turn to Create with Sci-Fi Mombie. I've been trying to book everybody, but time has just ran out because August is going to be here. I may carry it over just a little bit into August. But August 1st, we are starting the annual It's Your Turn to Scream with Sci-Fi Mombie series. If you have horror movie suggestions, please drop them to our email at sci-fi mombie@gmail.com. You can also go to our website, click the little mail banner, and you can send an email that way. So let us know. We got a action-packed watch parties coming, so be ready. Wednesdays in the Sci-Fi Mombie studio beginning July 24th, we are going to start watching Murdoch Mysteries since we're waiting for Ted to return on Peacock. They are in production. I have a feeling it's going to show up again in January. And then Mission Log the Orville said that they are going to have another season of Talking Ted. So we'll do watch parties on that. But until then, we're going to Murdoch Mystery it up. Now, this is a Murdoch Mysteries for the first time for me. I've never seen this show. I've had several people email me and DM me, hey, you need to watch this one. You're going to love it. It's a Canadian show, which that doesn't matter because I like Kim's Convenience on Netflix. I think it's fabulous. But yeah, come join me next Wednesday, July 24th, 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central. Also in the Sci-Fi Mombie studio on Saturdays at 6 Eastern, 5 Central, we're watching Alf, and we're actually almost done with the original series. We are going to watch the movie and then the animated series. There's 2 of them. And then we're moving into The Muppet Show because I can. You know, I didn't think it was that bad, James. I kind of liked it. I'm kind of curious about the next one that's coming out soon. So I need to do a review of that trailer, by the way. Thanks for reminding me, James. But all my graphics are done by Dr. Omega. He is a friend. I met Dr. Omega through Orville Nation and Maria with T and Tally. Great friend of the channel. I appreciate him in everything he does. So thank you very much, Dr. Omega. You're amazing. I don't think I have. There's so much I haven't watched. Like somebody told me, what was it? Somebody told me last night another show I need to put. I was smiling when they said it because I'm like, yeah, let me add it to the list. Sundays at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, Victor, aka Victoria Matrix, has his own show. It's called In Drag. So come join us. We talk about a lot of the LGBTQIA plus issues, but he likes to talk about other things as well. He's a huge Doctor Who fan, if you haven't figured it out yet. But yeah, 5 Eastern, 4 Central. And then right after In Drag in the Sci-Fi Mombie studio, we watch Futurama because it's one of my favorite. Oh, okay. Favorite shows, favorite animated series. And then the new season of Futurama hits Hulu on July 29th, and we will be watching that in the studio. So come join us. This is my favorite logo that Dr. Omega has made for me because I love our heads in the jars. I know that's kind of morbid, but it's too funny. So we could really use your help and support. we are actually going to start a couple new shows. Night the producer is going to start her own cooking show. And then I'm going to start my own cooking show with added mocktails because Jessica with Mission Log of the Orville kind of gave me the idea on our last uh, Talking Ted stream. So we have a Ko-Fi account and we would greatly appreciate a donation. It's ko-fi.com/sci-fi Mombie. We also have a PayPal. If you scan that QR code or look us up by mombieape@gmail.com, you could donate to us that way. Sorry, rushing myself. And we also have a throne. We've asked for some tech gear. We've asked for some gift baskets to give away as prizes. And other things, crowdsourcing for friends. So check us out, throne.com/sci-fi Mombie. And we have Patreon. And you can sign up for a membership. It's $1. I set it the lowest I could set it because if you're like me, money's tight and you don't have to subscribe, but I will be having members only content. And also, we are so getting close to having monetization on YouTube. We would greatly appreciate your watch hours. You know, smash the like button, share out the stream, be here in the chat and talk to us. We love you guys and you know that, and that's why we love to entertain you. We have our own merch shop because our lovely logo was drawn by none other than Dabi Kabiza. He's the co-author and illustrator of the Orville comics. I met him through Orville Nation, PJ, and Maria with T and Telly. He did a fantastic job. He is a commissioned artist along with our friend of the channel, Stunning and Brave Megatron. So please, let's keep our artists working. He just did some, David just did some She-Ra for someone. They were fantastic. I love it. He did some Princess Leia a few weeks ago. Man, they're just so cool. But yeah, come check out our merch shop at sci-fi-mom-b.myspreadshop.com. We have extended sizes in all of our merch. We have t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, beanies, baseball caps, tank tops, mugs, water flask, you name it, we have it. If you don't see it, let me know. So check that out. We have our own website at sci-fi-mombie.com. Check out all our social media links. Drop us a line. Send us an email from there. Sign up for our newsletter. Check out our bios. Check out the Sci-Fi Mombie security team. Gotcha Day bios. Plus, there's a link to our YouTube channel where you can watch all their cute little videos, along with all of our other content that's uploaded to our YouTube channel. You can listen to our old podcasts wherever you find your favorite podcast if you just click that button right there. So check us out. It also has a link to our link tree so that you can access a lot of our other social media accounts better. But sci-fi-mombie.com. And last but not least, because you know this is where we started, we're all over social media. We stream daily to the Meta platform, which is Facebook and Instagram, Twix, which is X, Twitch and YouTube. And as I mentioned before, we're trying to build our TikTok. So please go out there and follow us on TikTok. We'd greatly appreciate it. We also have Discord, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, Counter Social, IMDb, IMDb Pro, Mastodon, Pinterest, and of course, Patreon. All right, guys, I got to get back to work. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you I will see you tonight on Potato Revan's channel for the Lord of the Rings Return of the King review. I don't know if Dadman Walking 55 is having a squirreling stream tonight, but if he is, I'll let you know. But other than that, come join me tomorrow night at 6 Eastern, 5 Central for ALF. We're almost done, at least with the regular series. So good things to come. I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's Friday. Have a good one. Just want to say thank you to James Caserta, Gorilla's Random Thoughts, and anybody else who was lurking out there. I didn't check my Instagram. Melanie Frankie, hello, over on Instagram. ITX Sarah 12, thank you for joining. KC Phillips Books, awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. And everybody else who joined over all the other platforms that we stream to. We appreciate you, and please keep coming back. All right. All right. Later, party people.
Another day starts slowly. I haven't had my caffeine. The mornings can be boring. I'm the sci-fi Mombie. Yes, it's me, the Mombie, and my family. In your ears, in your head, we are talking on our phones, with our mics, with my crew by my side. In your ears, in your head, we're still talking. I'm in your head.